Good evening, friends. We hope you had a good day today. As per the data, what we are seeing in Nifty and Bank Nifty, we will look at. If we see here, Bank Nifty has a huge call rating at 39,500, and PCR is at 0.77, which is slightly on the overbought side. And the next kind of support is 39,000 for Bank Nifty. And if we see the closing, we are at the same range, just below 39,500. So what's the view for tomorrow? At the closing, what we observed is there was a slight channel down in Bank Nifty. It has if you see, there is a bit of a support. It may try to move up, and there is a possibility that Bank Nifty can break the 39,500 or writers, and then try to move 39,600 also. However, it not necessary being an expiry, market can move either ways. For us, we will possibly look to buy Bank Nifty possibly about 39,540 level for a target of 39,670. And post above that, we would probably look at 39 780 or 750 levels. On the lower side, we will think of looking to short below 39,370 for a target of 39,300. Below that, we would possibly even look at 39,100 levels. If you remember, we had shared one view on Friday. We had mentioned that Bank Nifty may move once towards 39,850, 40,000 levels. However, we also can see a trap, and we may move towards 38,840 by expiry. So yesterday evening, prior to the market open, we had mentioned that we had shared certain charts. We had shared in the YouTube also, and Bank mentioned that $39,400 can be hit. In fact, yesterday, I think if anybody had seen our YouTube, we had mentioned 39,400 can be tested, and by the opening itself, I think 39,400 was tested and even went lower. Bank Nifty was slightly sideways. If not for Bank Nifty, I think the Nifty would have probably moved much stronger than what it did. This was what we observed. Nifty initially came down. We had a target of 17,500 levels. Post that, I think it moved out strongly and tried to move upside. But there was quite a bit of resistance here at 17,650. As per the option chain, I think 17,600 and 17,500 was the range, and it was not able to break subsequently. If we see 17,500, they have written and moved, holding the puts for, written puts for tomorrow. However, we see a lot of candles or resistances towards on the call side. Though there is a bit of huge writing at 17,000, that means the market or Nifty would not possibly move below. There is a confidence on the put writers. If you look at the FI data and all that, what we observe is there is a market operators may try to move the market downwards. Now I have shared the levels. I have a strong feeling that market may try to test down towards 39,000 also. Of course, that is quite a big down move. If at all it is the price comes outside this channel and moves downward. So I'm a bit biased on bearish. In fact, today also I was bearish, and in the initial itself I mentioned market seems to be very range bound. The first I think with 1 hour there was not much of a movement in Bank Nifty. It was stuck in this particular range, which was so it was, if you buy thinking the market will move up. If you see here, the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes was positive, but then market went down suddenly. So when you buy put, there is a possibility it was moving up, and then again it came down, and then this particular move, if somebody was able to capture, was profitable. Otherwise, this entire move was mostly flattish. It just came up and down, and nobody would have possibly made money. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, I would want you to ask on any stocks specific, or if you remember, we had mentioned the metal stocks, media are looking good, and we are also expecting reality possibly to move upside. Today if we see, media has moved very strongly. Metals and FMCG were slightly bullish as well. The main I think pullback in Nifty was due to the good pullback in IT. Though IT opened down, there is a strong pullback, which made the Nifty also move up higher. We had, I think, shared these levels and mentioned that this is a strong support zone for IT. Tomorrow, if IT is able to sustain above this level, these levels, then we can easily see positive move towards 29,200 also. However, if it's not able to sustain, then there is a possibility of it moving down again towards 26,400 lower levels or lower also. So two strike prices I think we can possibly look at for tomorrow. I think 3900 call. If it moves above 510 levels, then we may see 550 to 620 levels coming in tomorrow. So my pre-market call will be buy 39,100 C if price moves above, moves from below, above, $480, sorry, 520 levels, then we can see target of 590 to 640, 650. SL, yes, it would be, as per risk to reward, 1:1. 475 could be SL. And when I look at put side, I think we can possibly look at 39,800, which is currently at 400 levels, or maybe even we can look at 39,900, which is currently trading at 474. Here would be 440 target. We can expect 650 also, or 620 to 650. So basis the price action tomorrow and the volumes of the FIs, we would decide whether to go call or put. Being an expiry market, which definitely would be very volatile. I think this is a good time to look into reality sector stocks also. Let's look at some of the Nifty 50 stocks. I think yesterday I had mentioned Tech Mahindra. If it moves below 1070 levels, then we may see down move. I think it opened somewhere close to 1,600 or 1,050 to then made a low of 1,045. However, there was a good nice recovery, and if markets tends to maintain the same momentum, then we may see 70 to 80 levels or so. You see, Tata Steel has not made big movements, but then has been consolidating for quite some time. We should see some good moves towards 1010, 1012 levels. So stop loss here possibly could be around 105 to 106 levels. This is how the price action says, and the order flow or open interest shares us the view. Today mostly cement stocks performed. You can look at Ultra Cements, I think Ambuja, all of them were performing pretty good. If you're looking at dividends, then I think IOC is one of those stocks, and Cipla seems to be looking positive. Now it gave a good rally did not sustain towards the end of the closing. What we see is it could possibly remain flattish within this range and then again give a slight up move also. This sector or company has been doing pretty good, and we see a good possibility of it to buy and hold for shorter term. Okay, so I think some pharma also seems to be sustaining pretty well. In fact, we seem to have missed a very good rally here for a couple of days.